Yo, what up? It's your boy, King Mumbles, East 905, King's Court Network. We're in the building. So I have to just get on this topic in here. Um, we're going to be going over the whole who created hip hop. If y'all seen the discussions with, Fat Joe, Lloyd Jamar, KRS One, uh, Big Daddy, all the founders. They've been looking for new founders and big discussion. Um, I had to get on it, like this is my life. Hip hop has been there. So, my breakdown, I'm Canadian born, Jamaican descent. I've been rapping decades. I've practiced breakdancing. I used to do a little DJing. I try to do all the elements. Can't do graffiti. Horrible. Tried. So the culture of it and the job of the rapping, I've been involved in it from a long time. I've played guitar. I've studied music in post-secondary. So I look at it from a music evolution standpoint as well. I will admit that I thought I had a clear what I was going to say and who I was going to rip into when I started getting the information together for it. And as I've gotten my information on it, I've definitely garnered a much more nuanced view that I had when I started. I'm gonna have some interview, like stuff that I've seen online, to show why I believe what I believe. And if you disagree, you can comment thing below. But overall, I think whoever tries to be definitive of this is who created it and this is who was there, this is who is that person you cannot trust. Because there's so many multiple stories about things that were going on, and there seemed to have been stuff going on simultaneously, independently on what's going on, that anybody that is concrete of this is what happened, that person is lying. But we will get into it. I'm going to ask a few questions that I think some people are not asking and see what we can come up with.
Hip hop is more than music. It's a cultural movement that incorporates different elements of art. Four foundational elements characterize hip hop culture. The original four main pillars of hip hop include jing, turntablism, MCING, rapping, b-boying, breaking, and visual, graffiti art. These forms of expression have also developed into further subcultures with lasting effects of the eternal legacy.
So many questions to ask when we're determining who started what and what started. Like, is this the first rap song that we've heard?
On a wind and tide. Hey, children, stop, steal, and listen to me. God walked down to the brandy sea. He declared that the evil to send for man, and then he decided to destroy the land. He spoke to Noah. Noah stopped. He said, Noah, I want you to build me an ark. I want you to build it 3 cubits long. I want you to build it big and strong. I want it 50 high and 50 wide, so it will stand the wind and tide. It's oh Noah.
And if that is the first rap song, what makes that hip hop? Because we know we have rap that isn't hip hop. Blondie did a rap. Limp Bizkit does raps. There, you can rap and it not be hip hop. So that hip hop, and if that's hip hop, the African griots that did similar stuff in their storytelling, why is that not hip hop? So a lot of this, of who originated and how it originated, is really laying down on what these origins are and when they became their own genre and own culture. Now, other than I'm of Jamaican descent, that is my background, and people are questioning the Jamaican or Caribbean influence. What cannot be denied is the DJ sound system, which is a foundation in hip hop, was conceptualized and originated in Jamaica. So, no denial, there is that influence. Beyond Cool Herc, beyond who did what, that basis, that system is Jamaican. So, there is some influence, inspiration, whatever you want to call it, that comes from there. And that is something that cannot be denied. The issue of all of this is all of this dispute is very new and coming out of some places that are not for us. I'm sorry, like Tariq Nasheed, he's one of them with this whole FBA thing, and he's very much speaks against any black people that are not American black people, and he's not a very trusted source to me, like on what he's saying, because he has an agenda that is not trustworthy. And Lord Jamar, big fan of Brand Nubian, thing like that. He actually has a place in the culture, but the issue is, to be completely honest, he's not been right on any of his hates. His hate on Eminem is ridiculous. His hate, like, is takes on Kamala Harris ridiculous. Like his record on his takes make his word questionable. And my final point, love, if all of this stuff is known and wasn't true and all this thing is lying, when KRS-One came out with South Bronx saying that hip hop started in the Bronx, where were all of these other people from these other boroughs to dispute it back then? Why did not people from Brooklyn, come out against that with a diss track to respond, like KRS-One did his diss track to respond to MC Shan about Queensbridge? Like, why back then were people not saying anything about it didn't start in the Bronx? Like, where were all these disputes in the late 80s and stuff when that came out? Where were people saying against African Bombado when he came out with this? Why are these disputes coming out in 2010, 2015? That's a thing that I disagree with. I don't understand. So if people are going to come with these disputes, question that I'd want answered that no one seems to answer online is, when did hip-hop start? What was the date? And what was the catalyst to move it from disco and funk to hip-hop? Answer me those, like, what was the catalyst that changed the genre? So when you respond with what you dispute, make sure you answer those questions that I had. Initially like, respond, follow.